fishing, it's in my soul.
Welcome to the Salt Strong Podcast, disrupting fishing entertainment as you know it. Prepare to laugh. Prepare to get to know fishing legends in a whole new and unfiltered way. And on occasion, you might even learn a thing or two about fishing. Here's your host, Joe Simons. Like diamonds.
Here's exactly why you probably feel burnt out, exhausted, and probably just wondering where all the time goes. Hey everybody, Joe Simons, Like Diamonds, back again, Salt Strong Unchurched. I'm up here super early this morning recording this one. This is going to be short because the challenge here at the end of this is to take a little bit more time to yourself. So let me kind of give you the background here. There's a book I'm reading right now called The 12-Week Year. Get more done in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months. So listen to that again. Get more done in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months. You would think, this is a New York Times bestseller, by the way, great book. You would think that this book would, be all about action, right? Hey, you got to work hard. You got to do more stuff. And what's so interesting about it is it's just the opposite. A big chunk of this book is detailing exactly how to get more done by doing less. And so much of it is taking time to just relax and do nothing and be present and be in the moment. And I know that sounds like hunky-dory, like, oh yeah, that sounds real cute. But it's fascinating how well this works. And let me explain. There's a chapter in here called Greatness in the Moment. And it's talking about technology. And it's talking about, like, in particular, multitasking. And it says, the average person gets distracted. It's like 15 times per hour if they allow it. I mean, it's crazy and I'm talking about dings and vibrations in your pocket and all the stuff. And we're talking about the phone, obviously. I mean, that's nuts, right? I mean, we're talking about a distraction like every 10 minutes, if not every 5 to 6 minutes. I mean, it's just constant distractions. And obviously, if you're in a car, you're getting hit by commercials. If you're watching TV, you're getting hit by other things. If you're on YouTube, you're getting hit with all kinds of different commercials and ads and things to distract you. And it's amazing how any of us get anything done. And, what's interesting is, with all this new capability and really just having a computer in your pocket with a phone, it is useful. I don't go anywhere without my phone, and I'm not suggesting that you do. But it's also kind of sad because it's got us like just multitasking on everything. It's got us like fully scheduled and fully committed and just constantly on the run. Am I right? I mean, I've seen, and I've been a part of this, but I see so many people, especially if I'm in, airports or in, a lot of times bigger cities. And I mean, just people I've seen people in the urinal sitting there talking on their phone, holding it up, just praying it doesn't fall into the water there. And it's just like, man, can you maybe take a break and at least go to the bathroom without having to be on the phone with someone or texting someone? I mean, it's crazy how we're always having to do stuff. And here's the problem with that. In our efforts to not miss anything, in our efforts to just always, be doing something, we unwittingly miss everything. So in our efforts to miss nothing, to not miss anything, we unwittingly miss everything. And I saw this recently with my daughter Savannah. She's now getting into dancing, and they had a thing at the school, and I was kind of sitting a little bit towards the back, like I've been known to do, and there was a couple of groups of these little dancers. And these are, 7 to 8 year old girls. And I'm watching this first group go, which my daughter Savannah was not in. And every single parent, 100% of them, I watched because it wasn't my kid up there, 100% of them had their phone out. And this lady in front of me, oh, God bless her. So she's filming her little daughter. So she's not even really watching her daughter. She's watching it through a screen, right? And zooming in and getting all this stuff. And then I see like she gets a ding, like, a text message comes through and that like messes up the thing. And she's swiping that off. And then she's like frantically trying to get to the do not disturb or the airplane mode. I don't even know. It's like she missed half the thing because she got so distracted by the dings and it was making her mad, and like it ruined her day. Like I could tell, I could sense the frustration and the anger about, oh, I didn't get the perfect shot. And I'm watching all these other parents, and literally not a single one is actually really present there in the moment. They all got their phones, they're all trying to record it and be perfect. And you and I both know this is 8-year-old dance. It was just like a little practice thing. It wasn't even the real deal. And for most of those people, that video is never going to be seen by anybody. And it's probably going to get deleted down the road when you upgrade your phone. Maybe it stays in your iCloud. I don't know. So I made the decision. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be, when my daughter goes up, I'm going to be just 100% present in the moment. And I'm not going to have my phone out. And I believe I was the only person in the entire place that did not. And I got to sat there, and I'm giving, instead of me sitting there with my phone up and trying to zoom in with my hands, I'm sitting there with Savannah. I got a direct eye contact. And I'm giving her like the big thumbs up, like I'm proud of her, and kind of clapping my hands. And I don't know, it felt special. I was like, man, how simple, right? Not to have your phone up at all times. And it just got me thinking. And as I'm reading this book, I was like, man, we miss everything. We're very rarely are we truly present, and very rarely is our attention like laser focused on one thing. And I'm so guilty of this. And what I mean, instead of our attention being focused on one thing and being super present, our attention is spread over all kinds of stuff, right? And from different subjects and conversations and text messages. And I find myself guilty all the time. I've got a meeting today, like an all-day off-site meeting, and I know I'm going to try my best, but I know there's going to be times like, it's been 3 hours. I got to check my phone and see if I've missed anything, see if there's any messages, and I'm just not fully present when I know I should be. And there's a reason I'm going to this meeting, because I usually get a ton out of it. And here's what that does to us, because we're trying to spread ourselves so thin and trying to do so much and trying to never miss anything. We end up getting burnt out, and we get stressed out. We get exhausted. We get frustrated. And ironically, we get disconnected. And here's another example. I just recently celebrated a birthday, and birthdays are awesome. Birthdays are special. And, because of things like Facebook now, I usually, if you're in your 40s or older, you might have your immediate family member, if you're lucky, all of your your brothers and sisters and maybe mom and dad and kids might tell you happy birthday. And after that, you might get a few other people, some real close friends who always remember. But for the most part, you're down to like 10 people that might tell you happy birthday, right? Let's just be honest. And the older you get, I know my dad's like, I'm just lucky if my kids call me and tell me happy birthday. Shame on us. But with this Facebook thing now, because it has done a good job of connecting people with all the negativity that's out there. It alerts all your friends to your birthday. And I woke up, super early on my birthday, 5 something in the morning, and already I'm seeing little notifications, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then, I had a lot going on. I went fishing with Luke, and then I came back, and my wife had a little surprise party with a couple of our best friends. And next thing you know, like I hadn't checked Facebook or really my emails or anything all day. And no lie, and this is good, but this is also like it actually caused some stress for me. I had over 600 notifications. I'm not bragging here. I've got a big network, and a lot of these were people who are Salt Strong fans, and that's awesome. It made my day. At the same point, I kind of felt an obligation to reply to everyone, right? Someone tells me happy birthday, I got to tell them thank you, right? Otherwise you're a jerk. And I was like, but now it's like so much stress. I was like, oh my gosh, like how am I going to have time with all the other stuff I have going on? I'm leaving today with this all offsite meeting. Like, how am I going to have time to even just say thank you to 500 or 600 people? Those are the ones I could see. Who knows how many other things I've been tagged in, or people have left other comments on my wife's little, picture that she did on Facebook. My mom, I saw a lot of her friends tell me happy birthday on hers. I'm just like, oh gosh, like it actually started stressing me out. And I'm like, you know what? I can't let stuff like that stress me out. And that's just one of a million things that happens to us on an annual or, even monthly, weekly, daily basis. And, I would challenge you, and I'm challenging really myself here. A lot of these episodes I'm doing for myself is to be more present. I really do think by putting so much on our plate and trying to always multitask and get so much done, that it's causing us to just feel absolutely burnt out, exhausted, and frustrated, and even disconnected. And that phone is such a big part of it. And what this book, I'll kind of give you the synopsis. I mean, one big thing it says to do, at some point, do it daily, but certainly every week, is to take like a 3-hour block. So start with once a month. That's what he even recommends. Like, that's a lot. A 3-hour block on your calendar. It has to be there, no exceptions. And you do nothing but just something that you want to do with like no phone. Like, either go read a real book, go fishing, do something, go take, your spouse out to lunch or to dinner, your kids, surprise them with something, do something awesome that you normally wouldn't do. So that's my challenge. 3 hours, like literally pick a day and have a 3-hour block where you can't be on your phone. You have to do something. Maybe it's something you've always just thought about doing. Hey, I'm going to go, plant an apple tree. Like it could literally be anything. I think it should be something that's going to connect you with someone closer. That's me personally. But if it's literally just finally taking the time to read a book or to start your own book or something, start with that. Because guess what? That gives you energy. And a lot of people think, oh yeah, like, that's just going to slow me down. No, that in this book has so many examples of just taking that block out time that ends up giving you so much more energy to get so many other things done. And at some point you start scheduling a 3-hour block every week. And even every day, just to get those emails and some of those little distractions, like, hey, an hour or two just to reply to 500 or 600 people who told you happy birthday, just to take time aside and don't let that stress you out from the things that you need to get done, from the needle movers. And I'm not talking about those little small distractions, because most of that stuff, right? Like most of these little text messages, notifications, and things that are coming into our inbox, they're not that critical. They're not make or break things. And they're certainly not enhancing your relationship or really connecting you with people. Let them go. Give those things some time, because you do need to get them done. But, give it an hour a day and ignore it. It's amazing. Just like coming back from vacation. If you've ever been on like on a cruise or something where you don't actually have your phone, and all of a sudden you've been gone for 3 or 4 days and you get on your phone, you have 500 emails. It's amazing how fast you get through them. It's amazing how fast you're able to dump the stuff or delete the things aren't critically important. But normally, had you been around for those 3 or 4 days, you would have sucked up hours and hours of your time and been multitasking and all that. And I'm telling you, it's why so many people feel burnt out and exhausted and just out of energy, right? And I know, because I've done that so many times. I mean, I feel like I did that the past 24 hours, which is another reason I'm doing this podcast, as a reminder to myself, is slow down. Like, really be present in the moment and start blocking out time on your calendar, instead of where most people think is like this badge of honor to have a full calendar, right? Oh man, I got a packed day today. I don't even have time to go to the bathroom. And it used to be a badge of honor. Now I'm trying to do the opposite in my life, where I got these massive blocks of time with literally nothing to do except to like get stuff done and be present and call one of my coworkers, call a family member and just connect with people. So I hope this helps. I know there's someone who needs to hear this, so I'm going to get a drink of water real quick. I hope the right person that needs to hear this takes this to heart and does something about it. I mean, start with the next 30 days clearing out a 3-hour block on a random day, like not a Saturday or Sunday, on a day that normally you would be packed. And you say, you know what? I'm not going to let anything in this 3-hour block, and I'm going to go do something cool and do something meaningful and impactful. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you, joe@saltstorm.com. I'd love to hear what you've decided to do. I'd love to hear if this hit you like it hit me, in terms of just being way, way, way overcommitted and in turn being way overstressed and frustrated and feeling like, where's the time going? I wish I had more time. And now I'm going to be very purposeful with my time and my calendar. So love you guys. Hope this helps. And I'll talk to you on the next episode.
'Cause fishing, it's in my soul, it was pain.